This program is proudly funded by Star Ghana. Star Ghana, strengthening transparency, accountability, and responsiveness in Ghana.
Pagba, Pagba, Pagba.
I feel it's ignorant of some part of the parents. Some don't even know some of the things the presenter said. So if you don't know something, how do you teach your child those things?
On the other side, it is because of their religion. Some of us feel religion does not allow people to talk about the private parts and all those things to their children. In Yelianka, Ayala Timina Babambola, Benjamin Lomboring, Timina Banka, Terra Karaman Yala, Ayeli Kurabi, Timina Babang, Ayeli Mina, Apoa and Yalana. I work a beyond Wabara, a dozen stage in Yalan woman, Timina Babama, our Banama. May Ayala Karaman Lala. Tedina, Timina Mandan Kadina Batal so about Kutuvo Kijin, a Buana, Vienam Pair, Kurabia, Kiwa, Rabela Yalabeola. My yellow man, yeah, poor level.
You're lucky in this telephone. My answer question, my answer here. Ka bien me mamora moro guru. Obun dar hijai man da bun dar hijai ko chunan ba yala po wala maya bi bala. Question mental can square.
The first lady spoke about ignorance and then the tradition or the custom. So what can we do? That's why we are organizing these forums. What can we do to break this barrier? Our Muslim brothers, our Christian brothers and sisters and others, what are they doing about this?
Ayalenga ti yalanga te bunga Islam mahanen te bunga Christian ha wala ten era ayi ayela po ne na ndan yalela feso o yaleanka te dina yine on ben adina yakar aban karta yala wala praten era katinya blanetin na anya yalmala kadina yakarta yala cha wala tin yogora yang ayi dine de mapu di awati dine de mapu wala tin yogora ayi ayali ngapu blantin na karbihi hakli yo ya ayali ngayanga manga wa yale ati yala dina yala ne ona yala ka aye te dina babambo enga anan wanan tinti akadina ya katita yela donum pobe dawlun polun yele kroti bihi blamen nana dina na babambola yela blatula ayele yala manga chochocho dina na tibaba kane bandina ya dina ya angbo ku yisor blana ase ki wula bietora kina da dina buguru hini jatan kanana qur'ana lede bible la ana ka jande wulim blani inna ka ibie kina min kara ana bugu ni blanu ya ki ka ibie ni ina yele dawlon num polun yele akwa bia ko bang ni salbori na lo kina ingani ngani wa ka ana yele ni karnon tuon ayala apena nimbru kuroti bihi bana ban aba akenwe fu ka yal pore to poba ayiba babu inga so dina babambo onan ban tentia ka dina baman karta yala ka dina kalma mine me bi temata bunga pastor hanu ki ga musurki ga check baba yala wa ayala belan amma wanin ka bi wata tarfo mai ga jatin man wono kono ya bna yala wala anta kine kun banga de otin yo be ni jil ala yala paha anana ba yala na afku maybe kuno bo ma muslim bi church ne shi nan tanu dio ayala ku ne amne kan on woma ku so kar da wadata hakila imajiya abaka dina yan obakar ayala baka ma na ya ayeti sanku milun yale puon dina yan nana te bunga te yaldai puon ka yeli ngayi kan ne to man deka ini ibie batal so keji yalela ki bona yor ki bona pari ana yele na abachibi say Caribbean Capampana teaching to tell donation to take Jaka and saying Caribbean can be true bang yelling and be beneath the Torah. What she said was that there are situations whereby you have a child, you are making everything possible to provide this child with every need, everything, but this child will find always a means to do her own things. At the end of the day, she comes home with trouble. So in such a situation, if you have such a child who you are doing everything possible to provide her needs or his needs, and she still or he goes out pursuing other problems, what do we do to such a child? That was a question she asked.
And in this case, it's either the mother or the father. You have to sit this child down, as we say, let the child come closer to you. Maybe it's the relationship between you, the mom, and the child. Let her know that you are not somebody that she should be afraid of. You are all for her. So all her problems, her needs, you provide with her. So if something even is disturbing her, she should come boldly to tell you, ma, this is this or this is that. But at times, some of we, the parents, we make ourselves as if we are something to be afraid of. So the child feels she can't approach you and tell you anything. She would rather prefer going out to tell somebody rather than you. Even if you are in a house where other tenants are, the child prefers to tell the tenant than you, the mom. And before you realize, things have gone out of hand. So I'm pleading with parents. It's our relationship between we and our children that makes them to go out. Although you provide everything for her, and who knows what happens between you and her in the house. Do you shout on her? Do you frequently beat her? Nobody knows. Although we say spread the cane and spoil the child. But at least we don't mean caning the child all the time or giving her punishment all the time will solve it. With this adolescent stage, caning her will never solve the problem. And then insulting her will never solve the problem. Because we've got some children. She feels whatever I do is beating that they will beat me. And from when the cane gets to me, after some few days, I'm okay. And if even you insult me, I'll be okay. And some too, they feel shy. Some people, some of the children, when you insult them, they feel it more than beating them. And some too, they are just like donkeys, always beating. So if you always beat her, she doesn't fear any cane again. So it's up to us to look at this situation because it has already happened. We've also been adolescents before, so we should know how we handle them. Nowadays, children are different from those days. Me like this, those days, how could I go out and bring a panty to the house and I wouldn't be questioned? And some of our parents, excuse me to say, when the child goes out and brings you mineral or veil or anything, you even question them. Where did you get it? Who gave you this? We don't question, and yet we take it. So after taking it, what do you expect her to go? Tomorrow she will go again and bring it before you realize pregnancy, because no man will ever give things to the girl while she's not a relative for free. As for that, we should bear in mind. So please, let's take good care of these children. Let them come closer to us. They will tell us whatever happens. If even in the school, the teacher is trying to do something to her, with this she can't approach you. And excuse me to say, some teachers too, they can teach you at the same time, they can divert the course somewhere else. You all know.
Ka bunnan ben intumara ebo jaka bi en sala chumbe sir ko le on sala sa wori mina man ye temnu ma minen ba minen sen blane imande kara abi en blane imande tuohu deun ana no ben ka wori nga mina wata ka abi ayi yenge karaboro goro karma mo bla jatru karu je chuko tru ya ka una ye yenge ana la wala sanga ne abi asine karman ben ko banka tanoyo yele deun karman tagaro amarate mehe warja aben ko banka teba tia honin biawja yalja antro era yala na po chatno yan banyanka sonna tumbori yusen umora ko umando hakla lang tidew yala haklan karade hakle tieta yalhin an yu hakla bi yalna an ben ko yalga ni bitor an tintar sor karma era ka ana wa iblamin amayin samta abiha minemi ma yabla kunan tasku teacher ni minemi ka unan baga school ka teacher te de yalja po school chu una enia enu anlan yele de on we de wa yala anan na sel kutar yela ayini yenge awatare dio awata okunkena dio chele odiga yeje dampori bi yanum pogo ankwera kuti yela kuru aye wala jun o yanum pogo ankwera na onan venka bie venka bie banku odantar hakla ga o man bi o ban blanve o monya yela adigaru jeje kundu weje china mga bi dola kinan venka bie banki taron na hakla so kunan yi kayel jambi ona wana ndio ki sumbu jan sunno man abie min na ona kaya e sombona akon e yal beoja ka toro le yala bio akutija karasum amon gore bi hina marate mehe bala na soman ka bi hi wodeo.
So it's the responsibility of we the parents, the man and the woman. But at times when our children offend, our husbands will say, oh pa be abi. He will never say do be abi. But when the animals are not at home, hey, Fatima, have they brought my animals home? That one they will ask. But is Asibi sleeping? Where is Asibi? No, they won't ask. But when it comes to a problem that the child is pregnant or something, oh, you see? So the men always put the blame on us. So should we always sit down for them to be blaming us? No, the men too, what should they do?
Like I said earlier, I questioned our men in my earlier delivery. I said our men have left the children to us. They are our children. They don't belong to only their mother, but the responsibility is a shared one. It's for both the man and the woman. So I said that our men should try. We understand that you are always outside in busy schedules, but the little time that you have, please use it with your children. If you have 5 minutes or 10 minutes at home and you use it well, relating with your children, it will help. You will see that the children, the 10 minutes that you will spend at home, the children will still appreciate it. And so when you are not there, they will not even feel that daddy is not at home. So please support the women, push us, and let's all train the children together. So I'm saying that our men should sit up, so that even in our absence, you can handle the children for us.
Yala langa hadiyawa yala yanka abi ama erablane chaka una bibe blanka yala wawa bie ba ma le oka ayaka bie ma enan venka bienga sa enan venka yala ngani yala po bienga tilla bibe mintinu bi ba mine kina yi awana ki no ha bi epi bi bomba wodeo e manso ha ayala chi idambanye do anti yi wana ku bi po ba ti Fatuma janya obaso ha yala cha pie no bo ne karani bir mo ana yala sai karmo abanka bi ni bano eni bi je kuti aga ti du ne tantara na karka be kamadam yala yala ka yala mangala ayelan e shared responsibility la wala ka e yala nga asin karata ta hakle lanta daba bi ba mine anin bi ma mine anin bi karba ja karmande ta hakle lanta bi kabulon borin aven ko banka batru ti jiye bajimbo ti yesir kal sombonga anne yitona akubo bano mehene akutuno men bi ko jina tin yala na bi bano na la bi nimbera bano na kate karnu bo golba sunjine bi akun yitona kutanna nen abi hija asine ka bi abara otara wara kana ka so men yala agbale osunna adew yala tarahe cigi nan gol bi blan ko tata yo mam ne cigi nan gono abi ba yitona labla kar mora bi ba men mam kar somma men ni ka bi ni ko babo kunya ebo ana iya wala himine ka biye mamba chibe ina down to yel jamma especially to new year ngang ka down to biye mambo chi dio dobam ne biye okumba so biye ko okumba malisima ku bihi ana yel ni jasine karman de hakle lanta asunna ka mahinga janyira ebo ayi abihi babu lombore.
This program is proudly funded by Star Ghana. Star Ghana, strengthening transparency, accountability, and responsiveness in Ghana.
Sometimes single parenting causes most of these cases. Sometimes when a man impregnates a woman, that is just the only thing he thinks is his or her responsibility he has to do. The woman will carry the pregnancy, give birth, clothing to clothe the children is the woman's responsibility. When the child is going to school, and he goes to the father. He says, "Oh, go to your mother. He will give you money." The child will go. If the woman too is fed up in taking care of the child, at least she have no option than also pushing that child outside to also go and look for his or her needs. I think some of these things also causes those things. Thank you very much.
Yala de pa ai pa pon ai yalla ka ai yeli mi no na nya ka yi man ye bi single parent level bi antar mayon bi bayon wala anta ka bi na tar mayon bi bayon amma awa a jama'a mamine man kara bihi ka daba hakla ka daba antar la ka yine dawte ya kuna wa impotro ona ntuma ba he ambala bo do bi ba he obochi bi korigi obochi bi si maji obochi yeli jaji man na lada bi ganin school ka mapna ana bi nga kana wata warka uye bi dawi uye bi poka owa ku ganin school ka wati le toro ku ayi ona mana inga blanu na yi office blanu na nyire libiro kura bi eno be na ka ma lo kate o ki taja bi nga yor mintu yi agara blanu jai mi na yete kai ma mi ti kai ana man wan ka yele mi ne iwo da bi ba he walanwa o ma ka nga ma mi nga yelen ka ntaja an era nga ne ummi yi ko te yala no tan era na apurin onto ani yele dio
much. Our poverty is another problem that is leading us onto all these things. There are some of these children, when they see that the mother or the father has nothing to offer, if you cannot provide the child with his or her basic needs, the child will never listen to you. They have no time for you. They will go out and look for all that they have from outside. They want from outside. They will come to the house when they want and leave when they like, because we don't have anything to give to them. And also because of our poverty level, we leave most of our burdens onto other relatives to take care of. Your child will go to your relatives to ask for help, but they will never come to you because they know you will not get what they want from you. And when that happens to you, see that you cannot even sit down your children to talk to them, and they will not also have time even to listen to you because you don't have. So poverty is also one of our big problems in the north here. Yala man yala nga nyelenka wale anu wale man yala na nyelenka nan bieta enga yaga kana na man ven ka bi wonyaka obabe oma batar bunjana ku oba mamburi oba bachi yien ogwa kun siki yele ku ina boye bie ko wa ondu no enga chatigara boju banyanka bo hono bora ni ko nyaku ne ye yinga tanya bona ja ombora boye le gondo wo misan boju batara bo hono ombora na kabla men nan vengba enam ne nan ju e bia na banyin aga idore kan agie gba to so libiri kina baba ban ona banti yele yela ku idore china menga ya onto nya kan nan dana le ne obama la buri ka anam men na man la ventem man la da abi abayen bojun ko na wa piale ona wane musaka ngan kontuan inda wo bayen ko ga o jagala ngaje ko ga enga nyen kan nam men ye yelnga an la etora abeta enga avenka Sambunga ja apierata ya baraka.
My name is Osman Samra and I attend our home international school. Some of our parents think that because the child is too young, they won't start advising the child about the adolescent behaviors. So they'll wait until the child is about the ages of 13 to 18. Then they'll start advising the child. So some of the child, it will be very hard for them to understand what their parents are talking about. Sufyan Ria is my name, a student of our home international school. Some of the parents, they think that money is everything, so they have the time to go out and work, and they leave us at home. Sometimes both parents, mom and dad, they go to their work. By the time they come home, you are the only one in the house. Sometimes too, they lock the hall. They say that you shouldn't watch television. They don't give you anything. You should read your books. Sometimes too, it's not only the books that we get the knowledge from. We can watch the television and see some kind of things. But they will ask us not to watch the television. They will go out and work. They will not even come. By the time they are coming home, you are already asleep. They will not get time for us to talk to us and tell us what is good and what is bad.
Dia nga yalla ka bi ba minenu mamine timine man don heban yala ayi wala tino yi bangara tumaje ki mami yi gara tumaje banyo ade olara ka de ogba jana che ba malare hol jeni television be ni katatal ka television kar na karwe school karwa karna awana wa nga ban ti tuma jihiwa an pna yala ka pampana banu me banyanka bambo ne bambora pampana ne ajana ne bi buguru nu fo ya ko kanna ne salamu kumba jin kanna warja asiyan ka war kan ummin la ka yelimne yel bera television ummin la nye yelimne la dafa ho haklan ka blason anon obabo so timbina yala umna ye kunu kuro ba mine ne mamine ka tele ti ha ngani ngaman anya karna na ba ebu kan ayi ana yelenga puo iya ko karan o sagan kuna karmin ka war kan mota kula le ka tv nim biala la nya bambo kan da pa ho yala na karmo chasumba ananin belombo sanam in ba ho na me inot wana de ko bale ai gba no wana ko bihiye bi bam ne mamne ana jin yala na babala nyira bla so wala jum bompna wana bla aye to tuma hena tim mangane tuma ne mandia wara ne ja to kula nya wara en kutibi ni karmo chabo halka tuma gbala halka sade weekend Saturday ni Sunday karman la jil na bihi aton yelele kubo karbo war to amman kuba man ayelele ngatin yele jinanga amman kuro ba man.
I would like to ask, let's say the father and the mother, they send the girl to like a shrine and they are sleeping with the girl over there and she gets pregnant. What would the girl do like to protect herself against such issues, just like the trocosis system? That's what I would like to ask.
What he meaning to mandia to bunga to sanku min yela and dohete ka bie bano mandi be po aganin bagregie a bagregie onto ante wulwulbu an wulwa bagre minetem ban an bi bunga volta regia mon palo sang bambo na tracosi system anamin system anamin yala hena aye ka bunga ye jagade mebi inabale bi ya bonga ni yirni de meda e yelimne an wulwo se kemen wanin posar bile warja ko wa atuna ana bagdewni akuru ka banu de ana bi fo ganin ana bagdewna ka unan bibe ka banan jannu ku tarfu ka wala bo yalatin tar na yelku ana bi fo nga ku rugu manga ku nan naga ana jienga to yala umman suhe ana labla.
Said about poverty, that because of poverty some parents allow their children to go out, but the thing is sometimes you realize that you the parent, you don't have anything and you keep giving birth to about 5, 6, 7, 8 children. You know you don't have anything to take care of the children and you just keep giving birth. Sometimes I wonder, so you then tend to look around for relatives and for people to support you, and if the support is not coming, then you just neglect the children and they have to go out and then be, you know, negative devices in the community, and it's not the best. So if your irresponsibility has to become somebody's responsibility, it becomes a problem. So we have to look at that too. Thank you.
Yalana aponga ayalela ka ayete do jama nem ona odio yalana tamar nem madam andan wa yala ka nan ona mawana yala pampana enam bang in Israel banyanka ya batar bonja che doro bi bai bata bana garata ta bi bai point banni wala yana e kaba so ana wara ne ka bi ngan wa barata ta wara kana banu yan bombore ne bambore ne amincin pareya yanu dihuni kana wa cin farbe ba ka umma lon wayi because tanu yan dabator te bogobo man cibe off kuna yi gaya ke no bana ko mai alaka eta jambi yan mintu yi amma karo ba bai ummi yi ana jaman lanta awanan ti yale hinga ka bunga problems amman bi te bi hi dogobo lombore kar kanya kar ban kar dogobo na ko man sege ba matan na banka kar ta kara kan yan adana na sonten anan ayale hinga jun so kar ban kar dogobo na kar man ma ko e gra.
We've all heard what our mothers, our parents, and the students have said. So what we'll just do is that Sister Joyce and my brother, give us your last words and then we wrap up.
Yeah, in wrapping up, I would want to say that we have all given brilliant contributions to the program, especially my students. And as parents, you've heard some of the things that these young ones have said. Some of you were surprised that children at this age have this kind of thinking. That is why we are saying that don't take the adolescent child for granted. Teach the child the way you want the child to be. When do you start the training? One of them said it. Start it as early as possible. If you wait for the child to have the foundation outside, you cannot build on it. because there will be differences in what the child already has in his or her mind with yours. Then I would also want to add that as parents, our relatives, guiders, teachers, we should try and make use of counselors, which is not very common in our system. The few ones that are there, please try and refer your children to them to talk to them. It might help, or it would even help, because you wouldn't know what next the child will do. But a counselor might help the child to reach a very good behavior. The child's mind can be changed from the rational behavior, irrational behaviors to a rational one, and it will help all of us.
Yala ne apo yala ba ha trotentane. We yakati mija woye ti school bi ti bihinga an yala ne. Te hakli ponte babati ya ka bihinga to anyira yala hinga ban yalnga. Karnu ya kala wuli abihi ayi bababu puo. Se karman da ma pilibu ayele hinga kurubo banna de atwan gubababo banu mihini lombor karata chalha ka bihinga obata ta wara kanga awatu womana yele hinga yengen ayi batasang ano ya dohebo war ngata no bora kar deheba ko torni kaba sanga tor kar da mo amon wuna bihinga yele hinga anda onda yalman ka yalman la bi ba minen mamne ke ban timbor ke bamman ka tan yala bihi gubuni kaba gubo karnun gubo awata war kan awul wata kun banla gubo bichabi bacene pareje ni tun gubo tane kar mammo chabo ka counselors nga bi to schools nga jama yalman la baba taba e jama ti yiringa chige mammo apia kinan ga school ja to suko he kaba tare guidance and counseling coordinator banel ku ka biyan bi school ni kina ya ki itto yel na bi be ko ana counselor nga o ba bla no na de apia bi nga hakla aleho hakla ka biye ayi tona akutija so kar mora kar man bang ajiha tinaga atwanto botona yala annadia tija ka bihi babo ko e yalson a ilanfia akuti be barka.
I wish to thank all the women groups here, the fire service personnel, the director of gender, and my able team here, and also Sister Canton Joyce and my brother Ibrahim Tahiru Sadiq, all counselors. So I'm very grateful. And also, let's thank Star Ghana. They are those who sponsored this program. So this program is proudly sponsored by Star Ghana. They set all the funding. So we are very grateful to them. And as the program goes on, next week we'll come back and do another program on teenage pregnancy.
This program is proudly funded by Star Ghana. Star Ghana, strengthening transparency, accountability, and responsiveness in Ghana.